Hi guys, good morning. Welcome to the channel. I'm Niladri Mukherjee and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. I practice here in Guelph, Ontario. So the topic of the day is what is the future of express entry system for those that are outside Canada? Now I see a lot of videos from anybody and everybody in YouTube from A to Z and everything in between who are trying to tell you that probably there is no future of express entry. Maybe the express entry system is dead if you're looking to apply, or if you're in the express entry pool from outside Canada, there is probably no future. So I thought to make a video to clarify a couple of things for you to understand the reality on your own rather than depending on any of those news. The first and foremost thing that you should understand and realize is that the government does not share any sort of that kind of information with the general public. The government does not share that kind of information even when they're meeting with the Bar Association of Canada, with the immigration lawyers or the consultants. So nobody is really have any legal way to find out those kind of information from the government, and there is no such thing called information leak or anything like that. 2021 was a very different year for the government of Canada, and then the government thought that it would probably make sense to give more temporary residents the permanent residency status. I mean, those who are already inside Canada, let's just convert those temporary residents into permanent residents by launching a Tier 2 PR program. And that may potentially be the case in 2022 as well, but there is no such clarity on that. Express entry system remains the fundamental basis of Canada's immigration. From 2015, express entry system has been the pillar of Canadian immigration, and this has been proven as a excellent system globally to bring more and more skilled resources from outside Canada. So it is in no way in my sane mind that I would think that that the government would try to scratch such a fundamentally sound system. Not in 2022, not in 2023, may not be in the near future, or may not be at all ever, right? Who knows? The thing is, we really do not know what the government is thinking. The government is trying to be innovative. The government is trying to be creative enough to trying to ensure how to give permanent residencies to the qualified individuals who are waiting patiently from outside Canada. Maybe it could be a skill set based express entry system. Maybe it could be a tier based immigration system. Maybe it could be an NOC specific express entry system. We have no clarity. Do not pay your attention to those hearsays as to what everybody else is saying in this whole world, because you try to be logical, you try to be understandable in a way to understand on your own that nobody in this world, nobody from the government of Canada is going to give such kind of a information, such kind of a sensitive information to the general public. If you have paid money to the government, if you are in the pool already, if you have paid money for your IELTS, your AC, etc., the responsibility lies on the government of Canada to give you an update as to what they are doing with the application. Now it's definitely frustrating to be in the pool for a long time, to not to get any update as to do not know whatever is happening, but we have to understand their side of the story too. These guys are really working hard to cope up with a humongous amount of backlogs they already have, and they are trying their best. But really do not pay any attention to the news when somebody tells you that express entry is dead, there is no future of express entry, or maybe express entry is coming to an end. There is no such information, and to the extent that I understand immigration, I do not believe in such kind of rumors, because I do not personally believe that will even be a reality. Express entry is going to be a prominent or a prevalent system for Canadian immigration. In the short term, or if we talk about 1 year from now, for example, the whole of 2022, I would restress it again. If you are looking to make it sooner for you guys, right? If you do not want to depend on a provincial nomination and then wait for years, 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years, sometimes, you really have to be a little bit more proactive and get to those, study visa option. That is an option that is really, really working these days. It does not really matter whether you're in your 20s or 30s or 40s or even late 40s. Age gap has absolute no relation with your either visa acceptance, your study, visa acceptance, or visa rejection. So if you have the money, if you have the bandwidth, if you have the inclination to going back to school again, whichever stage of life you are. Study is the most logical and workable option for majority of the people that are waiting for their permanent residencies from outside Canada. Having said that, we all know that study does not lead to an immediate permanent residency. You go to school, you get your post-graduation work permit, you work for some time, eligible for some kind of an immigration program, and then get your permanent residency and eventually citizenship. But try to understand, once you're in Canada as a student, you really have no such difference between you and a permanent residence as far as your rights are concerned. So you will not feel that you are a student and that somebody is a permanent resident from day one. You will also be a permanent resident, you will also be a citizen, but eventually we have to believe in that kind of gradual or eventual process at this time, at this difficult time when everything is sort of in its doldrum, right? So if you really want to make it sooner to Canada, study is the only logical option that you are looking at. Yes, it is expensive. We have discussed it before. It's not easy to go back to school after you cross a certain age. We have discussed this as well. But if you're really interested to make it happen for you at this time, study is the only option. And please do not pay heed to those hearsays and rumors. The government will never leak that kind of information. The government will never have that kind of information in private, saying that this will be closed, that will be closed. If something like that happens, you all will get to know in the form of a government mandate, in the form of a government newsletter. No private individuals will have access to that kind of information other than you who are looking to really immigrate to Canada, and are really trying hard. So just stay safe, and if you need my professional assistance, let me know. Send me an email at contact@nuvonation.ca and shall be more than happy to connect with you. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.